What's going on, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with a very interesting deck profile. That is Mimighouls. This is prior to the Rage of the Abyss build. However, I did get first place in 2 different tournaments, one of the small locals and then a box tournament with 6 rounds. So I'll start with that real quick. In my first round, I played against Tyr. Then I played against Centurion Bystials. Then I played against Punk. Round 4, I played against Runick White Forest. Then I played against Yubel. And then finally I played against Runick White Forest again. Got first place, got a box from it, and very excited to showcase what I have to show for this deck. I'll try to, incorporate new ideas of the new cards that are going to come out. So without any further ado, let's start off with the main deck. And obviously, we play 1 Master. Maybe when the new cards come out, I'll probably play 2 of this card, but until then, we're only playing 1. We don't want to brick on it, and it's really good because obviously it's a searcher, and then on your opponent's turn you can flip a face down defense position monster face up, and then it's pretty much, I don't want to say indestructible, but it can't be destroyed by card effects. So while there's another face down defense position monster, but yeah, you don't want to brick on it, so that's why I play 1. But in the future, when the new cards come out, you might want to play 2 because you can bring out 2 with the XYZ or whatnot. So next we do play the 1 Cerberus. Cerberus is pretty good. When it gets flipped up, they banish top 3, and then they have to special summon 1 to your side of the field defense position, and then while it's face up on your side of the field, they can't target your face up spell cards. So that's pretty cool. So like they can't Cosmic Cyclone your field spell or any of your face up spell card floodgates. Next, we play the best normal summon in the deck, and must have 3 of is Dragon. Dragon's a searcher, and it can also destroy your opponent's side of the field. That monsters that are face up, so it's really good. Next, we do play a triple Archfiend. This card's also really good. I maxed out on this card for this event. I know some people, playing 2 or something like that, which is totally fine because I understand the concept of, you can break with this card. But it facilitates a lot of plays. Being able to, rip a card from your opponent's hand and draw a card is really good, and then enable XYZ plays. So yeah, but in the future I'll probably cut it down to 2 and then incorporate other Mimighoul cards in the form of Slime and the Fairy and whatnot. So next we do play the Kashtira engine. We do max on Unicorn. This is really good, especially in tandem with the new spell card that's going to come out. So you just rip your entire opponent's extra deck for free and then just can't play pretty much. It's really good. Obviously good body going second. And then when you search Birth, you can use it as link material to bring it back. And then Birth is also really cracked against, the Fiendsmith engine. So, and then we do opt to play 1 Fenrir just for the sake of going second, because Unicorn doesn't offer much going second, while Fenrir does. So yeah, and then you can just normal summon off of Birth or something like that. And so next for the hand shot, you do play the 1 Magnamhut. Magnamhut can search Dragon, so that's really good. And then we do play triple Ash Blossom, and then along with triple Shifter. Yes, this deck can play Shifter. It does hurt to some capacity because of Maker's Graveyard Effect and Mimighoul Room. But, the trade-off is so worth it. Just to, turn skip your opponent is very, very good. So, that is it for the monster lineup. And then the last of the hand traps, we do play triple Imperm. So that's only 10 hand traps in the main, which is a little weird. I tend to play 12 hand traps in a 40-card deck list, but this worked out fine because we do play some form of board breakers and whatnot, so it does compensate as well as side deck stuff. So next we do play a triple Mimighoul Room. This card's pretty broken. Being able to special summon from your deck on either side of the field, whether it's to lock your opponents from attacking from that turn, or they can't normal summon or Book of Moon, and then can dodge effects later on when they try to imperm your stuff, is really good. And then the 1 Azurune, we do play the Rabbit line, so Azurune does come up. So that's it for the traps. And then next we do play double Maker. Maker's also really good. Once the new support comes out, this is a 3 of must of because it's a 1-card combo. It doesn't matter what you summon, you can always go 2 different routes and still full combo. But as of right now, we only played 2 because we don't want to brick on it, and it's 2 RNG. But it also helps break boards, going to Zeus lines and stuff. So I like Mimighoul Maker a lot. Next we do play triple Mimighoul Dungeon. Dungeon's also probably the reason why the deck is really good is because obviously you search every time, every turn, whether through your graveyard or from your deck, and then the whole not being able to normal summon is really good, and it also makes your monsters very beefy. So next we do play triple Tactics Town, 3 copies of this. You want to max on this card. I mean, it's still a hand trap format, and then you can also force it off of your Archfiend and stuff. I don't play Thrust. If I had them, I would definitely play it. But that's why I'm just maxing on triple Tactics Towns right now. And then for some really good 1-0s, we do play 1 Prosperity, Call by the Grave, Terraforming. The Mulch Farming card kills you, so you definitely want to be playing Call by the Grave in the main. And then lastly, we rounded up with Planet, Set Rotation, Birth. Obviously, Set Rotation is another copy of your field spell, which is probably the most important card of the deck. And then, just those other Kashtira cards. Again, that's a 40-card deck. Quickly, we'll just go through the side deck here. We do play a triple Phantasme. It's really good. If you have Mulch Army, feel free to play it. I don't own those cards. But Phantasme almost, if not, does the same as Mulch Army because it can help you dig to Shifter. And that's really good. And then also protect your stuff, and this is the body. Next, we do play triple Dark Blue No More. Just to stop annoying boards. And then for some 1-ofs, you do play 1 Duster, 1 Their Culling Blow, and 1 Anti-Spell. You definitely want to be playing Anti-Spell because, you're vulnerable to board breakers. And when you play against Tempai and whatnot, and then Their Culling Blow is just really good. And then because we are vulnerable to board breakers, it's just a generic good trap card. We do play 3 Solemn Judgments. And finally, we rounded up with triple Evilly Match. So that is it for the side deck. Now, moving on to the extra deck here. We'll start with the XYZs. This is probably my favorite package in the extra deck right now. Being able to 2-mat Zeus at will is very good for going second. I know a lot of people, stay as of right now with the current deck list pre Rage of the Abyss that going second is hard, but that's not the case. Like if you're able to side properly, hand trap in the correct spots, and then go Zeus line, 2-mat Zeus is very strong. And then we do play the 1 Sky Crisis, obviously. And then there's a bunch of Link monsters, 1 Underworld Goddess, 1 Access Code, 1 Selene. You go to these cards quite often, believe it or not. Underworld Goddess is pretty easy to make, especially with IP Masquerena, because when you use Cerberus and they give it to you, you get 2 bodies, and then the Masquerena can, link another body from your opponent's side of the field, and then we easily go into Access Code line, using the Charmers and stuff. Then, we just talked about IP Masquerena, and then, 1 Silhouette Rabbit. You'll see in the deck profile I don't have SP Little. I know I'm missing a lot of cards here, but obviously with the new set coming out, there's going to be major modifications going on. But yeah, so the 1 Masquerena, 1 Rabbit. You don't want to make Rabbit when Shifter is being applied because you can't use Azurune. Then you just go IP Masquerena line. And next we play a 1 Boral Sword. I don't think people are playing this card that much. The card is very good because it enables OTK lines, because this and Masters is OTK, and you get bodies on board very easily, so Boral Sword is pretty good. Next, we do play all 3 Charmers. Earth is very easy to make, obviously. When you do play against, like Fenrirs or something like that, Charmer does come up, the Earth one. Dark, obviously with the Anima, and then with Hiita, you can normal summon pretty much any of the Mimighoul cards to go to Almiraj, and then just link up. So there's a lot of flex spots here. Obviously, once the new cards come out, we're definitely going to play at least 1 Throne and then 2 the other one, the one that in my opinion is really strong. So definitely probably cut Hiita, Almiraj for those cards. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions, concerns, or whatnot, please try to post it down below in the video. I try my very best to read all your comments and respond to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of the day.